What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming back at you, man. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all know the routine if you hadn't already, man. Mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn that bell for notifications. We're going to jump right into this thing. On3 just dealt a low blow to Shilo Sanders. On3 just dealt a low blow to Shilo Sanders, man. I don't know if y'all saw the tweet, man, but yesterday, a journalist that I'm gonna keep nameless, man, just brought up the fact about Shilo's mishap and Shilo's bad lapse in judgment back when the man was 15, and y'all can Google the story, man. Shilo got into an altercation and he was found liable for really going off on somebody and causing bodily harm and that kind of thing. I don't want to get into too much other details. Y'all can Google it. But now, something happened this past week with Deion Sanders that he announced that the football team has like an average 3.0 GPA, and that Deion has really gotten those boys in the books. And Deion has told you it's NFL over NIL, and then he tells you, man, that look, you got to get into these books too, because 90% of y'all ain't gonna make it to the NFL. And man, Deion makes this announcement this week, shows that he's developing these kids. And if you guys watch Well Off Media, there was really a time where Well Off Media, one of the professors had let Deion know that he had some kids coming to class that really weren't paying attention, all that kind of stuff. Deion checked his team that day. So to see this announcement that the boys are actually getting into the books, going to class and that kind of thing, even in the height of all this NIL, that's pretty impressive, okay? And just like clockwork, On3 comes out talking about Shilo's NIL deals are now under basically scrutiny because the guy that Shilo attacked won a $12 million $12 million settlement against Shilo, and now they're trying to get Shilo's NIL money. And guys, I think this is a low blow. Shilo was clearly going through what a lot of kids go through when their parents get a divorce. If y'all see when this happened, it happened when Deion and Pilar were going through a very difficult divorce that played out right before our eyes. But now for these guys to be coming after his NIL deals, I don't even think they think they're going to get extra money. I think they're just doing it to ruin the character of Deion Sanders, ruin the character of Shilo Sanders. And let's be honest, guys, the way these NIL deals are written now, these boys are getting used to different financial setups and that kind of thing, trusts, LLCs, all these kind of things that you're going to get introduced to. Deion is not a dope. He's passing that knowledge down to his sons. And I just thought it was a low blow. If you hate Deion, that's fine. But to come after his kids and that kind of thing, and Shilo hadn't done anything but be on the right path since this thing happened. He graduated from Jackson State. He's a graduate student at Colorado. No trouble. And because he's on Instagram flossing that he's gonna buy this and buy that, and has the cyber truck and all of that. Now, the guy who sued him and the guy who won the judgment wants his money. I get it. But for On3 to help bring attention to it, that's low. That's that guy's job to go after Shilo. That's not On3's job to help this guy get Shilo's earnings. And I think that that's very sad for On3 to do a low blow against Shilo Sanders and the Sanders family. Let's be honest, guys. Shilo's smart enough to know, all right, if you give me an NIL deal, all he has to do is partner with one of his brothers. They get the money, and Shilo's money just doesn't flow through his hands. There's so many ways around it. And for On3 to do this, and guys, I get it. We all do this for clicks. We know clicks mean money. We know clicks mean advertising. We know clicks means more engagement, more, algorithms work to our favor and that kind of thing. But this was low for On3, man. You don't come after Shilo for that. You let that guy who's coming after it come after Shilo. You don't help somebody come take this dude's NIL money that he's working hard for. Shilo is probably one of the favorites of all of Deion's children just because he's probably more relatable to all the regular people, right? Shador is killing it on NIL, but Shilo we relate to. And I think that's why it's so critical that, man, look, On3 needs to do an apology, because your job is not to try to become a propagandist, man, where you're coming after Shilo like this. That's the guy who he attacked, the guy who got the judgment. That should be his stuff. On3, you're not there to try to ruin Shilo Sanders. I think it's a low blow, man. And I think if anything, like John the Liquidator said, man, look, we need to start looking at boycotting On3 if this is what they're gonna do. Keep it about football, keep it about that. But when you start helping somebody try to collect a judgment against a guy because you don't like his daddy, and you don't like what his daddy is doing in Colorado, and his daddy is developing men, getting the grades up to get these guys further along in life afterwards, guys, I'm gonna tell you like this, there's a problem with On3 if they're doing that. And if they gonna start coming out like that with the Sanders family, I think we all follow John the Liquidator's lead, and we start fighting back to make sure you don't click on their stuff and that kind of thing. Keep it about football, but don't come after Shilo like that, man. Y'all get down in the comment section and let me know what you think. Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something? If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, we gonna holler.